welcome to the Legislative Report. I'm John Banville. Our guest this week is Senator Joe Robach. Senator Robach, I want to thank you very much for making time for us this week.
Happy to have the opportunity, John, to share a little bit about what's going on here at the Capitol with constituents at home back in Rochester.
That's what I'd like to focus on, Senator. I'd like to talk about the state budget, where we're at, how it's going, and how you anticipate fixing things. Just for our viewers at home, the budget is late. The state budget is late, and a lot of people don't know where we are in the process. Can you give our viewers an update?
Sure. Especially for people, well, even here in the Capitol, but certainly at home where I live, I've been one of the people that not only in word but in action has spoken out quite a bit on the budget process, and really even joined a few other colleagues on the historic standoff, if you will, with Speaker Sheldon Silver in my days in the Assembly to implement budget reforms that would allow us to use conference committees and other things that would make the process more open and transparent. Unfortunately, this year, we have one-party rule in New York State. Every leader is from New York City, and they, quite frankly, have not only trampled on that reform, in my opinion, but really have been very insensitive to the citizens, more so than their colleagues in the other side of the aisle, but the citizens of upstate New York who are paying attention, who want a budget on time, who think timeliness, openness, and transparency matters. And I'm not sure why, but that's where we're at. So because they're not following the law, they're literally violating the law, the own law that they voted on 3 years ago, it makes it very, very hard to predict where they are. In addition to those changes that went through, I think where should be sequestered, just like a jury, on every day other than religious observances, and be here till the budget's done. And I don't say this meanly. I think it's factually, as my father taught me, if you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. We do have a financial challenge in Albany, less money. However, as much as that's the challenge, also I do think having all the leaders be from New York City is an equal challenge, because in their world they seem to have no desire nor political pressure to really get a budget done on time. And I've had some of my colleagues from New York City, Democratic colleagues, tell me, no one talks to me about the budget being late. That's not true where I live. People where I live, almost wherever I go in the community, and I'm out there almost every day I'm in the district, I will hear their ideas, their frustrations, their concerns, where we're at in the budget and what's going on. So we need to continue to generate our opposition. I applaud all the people who, whether it's been faxing my office, going on my website, making suggestions, even Facebook, to say, yes, we want to sign on to utilizing conference committees. Yes, we want to sign on to budget cap. Yes, we want to protect the STAR program. Things that are related. I'm very, very fortunate that the dialogue is two-way, and I have a lot of constituents that not only embrace what I say, but will also give me some ideas or sometimes encouragement for more promoting what they're telling me we should do here at the state capitol. So the fight continues. I don't know if I have the magic bullet, nor can I predict when it will get done, because clearly what is 100% accurate, our New York City leaders and our New York City colleagues certainly think very differently about the timeliness of the budget than I do.
For our viewers at home, the state budget was supposed to be in place on April 1st. It's not in place. However, state government has not shut down, and negotiations are supposed to be continuing. How has New York State been operating when it has no budget?
Right. What has happened? We have been budgeting, if you will, for lack of a better term, though not a final year budget where everyone in the process, be it a municipality, a school district, a not-for-profit, a hospital who is a partner with New York and working on funding, knows what the entire allocation or budget year will be, is done. We've been doing it 1 week extenders to make sure government continues, but doing that 1 week at a time. Because many of us are concerned, and we also think we have other ideas that we would like to interject in the budget process, but we have no ability to do that due to the Democratic New York City leaders not letting us use conference committee. So all we have is speech on the floor, press releases or press conferences to get our word out, or interaction with our constituencies, which we're doing all of, and certainly I am doing as well. The only other process we have is to try to amend these budget extenders to try and make them better for our constituents and maybe a little bit more fiscally responsible and sound. And so that's what we've been doing as we move forward.